But then we all think, I'm beautiful or I'm ugly. We think like that. So like this, everything around this body, we identify with ourselves. And therefore, when somebody comes and insults us or criticizes us, says something which is not palatable to us, actually what they're talking about is our body. As long as we are identifying with the body, when somebody says something about us, we get very affected. It's just like, suppose I have a car or a bike, which I like very much. This is something which I love. I'm every day polishing it, taking care of it. This is so close to my heart. So I will take the utmost care of it, servicing it on the due time, every day wiping it myself, cleaning it, keeping it in tip-top condition. And I take the car out one day. And let us say there is a small accident somewhere. Some bike comes and hits me. What will I feel? I'll feel like somebody has hit me. Oh, my car, what happened to this? And then I get out and start arguing with that fellow. What did you do? You came and see, you spoiled my car. That man will say, Dabba car, useless car. What is this? Why are you making such a big fuss? If he says something like that, it will hurt you. Oh, such a beautiful car I have. He said it's Dabba. Whole day you'll be feeling so bad. Actually, what did he scold? He scolded the car, not you. But why are you feeling so bad about it? If somebody has to feel bad, car should feel bad. Why are you feeling bad? Because you have identified yourself so much with the car. Suppose you had no attachment for the car, you are neglecting it, you are not taking care of it, you are some headache, somehow somebody, this car has come to me, you are thinking like that. Somebody comes and hits it, you will not have any feeling. Somebody comes and says, Dabba car. It's Dabba only, I know, yaar, what to do. You will not feel any pain. Pain happens when you identify yourself, when you start liking something very much. Similarly, we are living in this body, we like this body so much. Somebody says anything about this body, although I may not be very beautiful, but if somebody comes and tells me, you look so ugly, yeah, I'll, I'll feel so, whole day I'll be, that fellow, he came and told I'm ugly. He told truth only, but still, I don't like to accept that. Somebody came and said, you dull-headed fellow, somebody comes and tells. Will feel so bad about it. Okay, my IQ is 45, I agree, but still, he cannot call me dull-headed. So, all these feelings of pain when somebody criticizes us, when somebody insults us, is because we have identified ourselves with the body. If we are situated in the self, if we are situated in the understanding that I am not this body, I'm a spirit soul, I'm a servant of Krishna, then what happens is, if somebody comes and says something also, he's telling about this body. Anyway, this body have to leave and go in a few years. What's the big deal? You will not feel affected. Just like you are living suppose you have a rented car. You have rented a car for one day and you're taking it out somewhere. Someone comes and abuses the car. Look at this, your car, dabba car, useless car, good for nothing. What would you think? Something is telling, anyway, a rented car, no, after 1 hour, I'll be leaving it and going. Why should I pick up a fight with him? You will be least bothered. Similar way, if we have the understanding, I'm a tenant in this vehicle, this body also, yantra rodhani maya. This is also a yantra, it is a machine. And this is a machine in which I'm a tenant for a few days only. After a little while, I have to leave this and go. So if somebody comes and abuses it, he's telling the body what is there. After all, one day I have to leave this and go. It's not that this is my permanent body. Let him tell whatever he wants. If we have to become equipoised, if we have to become sama dukkha sukham, if you have to become equal in distress and happiness, if you have to become equal in insult and praise, then we have to learn to uh, detach ourselves from this body. If we detach ourselves from this body, then we will not be affected by any of these things. That is the instruction given by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, before telling Arjuna that you have to become equipoised, you should be equal in praise and insult, in fame and infamy, in happiness and distress and all that. Before saying all that, Krishna first convinces Arjuna in the whole of the second chapter that he is not the body, he is spirit soul. That's the foundation, that's the fundamental thing. If that is not there, you cannot practice all these things. Therefore, the first thing that we have to learn, the first lesson that we have to learn is, I'm not the body, I'm a spirit soul. And once we are firmly convinced of this, then you will see, we'll not be so much disturbed by all these things. In fact, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, once we have understood that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I am Krishna's part and parcel, I am his servant, I am his eternal servant, then what happens? Na dukkhena guruna api vichalyate. Even in the greatest calamity, if it befalls you, you will still not be disturbed. You will be very easily able to face it. Sometimes some people, even with even small difficulties, they get so affected. They'll go into depression. They will need so much psychiatric help and all those kind of things. But if we are firmly convinced that I'm not the body, I'm spirit, soul, then all this praise, insult, these kind of things don't matter. We will remain steady in our devotional service to Krishna. That's the understanding. That's the instruction that Krishna gives in the Bhagavad Gita.